Everyone, right now, the global markets are staring at China as if it's the only player on the field. Since Trump's victory, the headlines have been flooded with talk of 60% tariffs and a total decoupling of supply chains. Yes, China is in danger. But if you want to be a true predator in this market, you must look where no one else is looking. You must find where Trump's gaze is shifting next. Today, I'm telling you straight. In 2026, the most brutal blade of the Trump administration won't just strike China. It's going to hit a country we've long considered a stable ally, a place Trump is already targeting with executive orders equivalent to a national emergency. That place is Mexico. Did you think Mexico was just a friendly neighbor? If so, you've only understood half of Trump 2.0. Trump doesn't see Mexico as a partner anymore. He sees it as China's Trojan horse. Today, I'll reveal the chilling reality of this shift and the strategy that will protect your portfolio. Let's dive in. Let's focus on one number, 25%. That is the tariff bomb Trump dropped on Mexico and Canada on day one. The world was shocked. People asked, what about the USMCA? What about free trade? But Trump has something more important than treaties on his mind, ending what he calls trade fraud. Here is the truth. Over the past few years, Chinese companies blocked from the U.S. have swarmed into Mexico. They built factories, slapped a Made in Mexico label on their goods, and slipped them into the U.S. duty-free. It's a backdoor strategy. Trump sees this as a blatant violation, a way for Chinese capital to steal American jobs through a loophole. The real climax? July 2026. This is the sunset review for the USMCA. Trump will use this as a hostage negotiation. His message to Mexico is simple. Kick the Chinese capital out or face the same 60% tariffs we give Beijing. This isn't just a trade dispute. It's a total rebordering of the North American economy. Next up, Europe. If you think the transatlantic alliance protects the EU, you haven't been paying attention. In early 2026, Trump singled out 8 European nations, Germany, France, and the UK included, for tariffs starting at 10% and escalating to 25%. The official excuse? Trade deficits and defense mooching. But the real reason is more surreal. It's about Greenland. Remember when Trump wanted to buy it in his first term? He didn't forget. In 2026, he linked the security necessity of acquiring Greenland to trade. It's a real estate developer's approach to geopolitics. If you won't sell the land, you won't sell your cars. German automakers are in a state of panic. By June 2026, tariffs on BMWs and Benzes are set to hit 25%. Europe is preparing a trade bazooka of retaliatory tariffs worth 95 billion euros, but the damage is already done. The 80-year-old alliance is cracking under the weight of America First mercantilism. So what about us in Korea? The rule for 2026 is simple. Do you have a factory in America? The losers? Automobiles and batteries, specifically companies heavily reliant on Mexican assembly lines. If Trump blocks the Mexico backdoor with 100% tariffs, the Made in Mexico strategy becomes a suicide mission. The winners? Defense and shipbuilding. Trump is telling Europe, defend yourselves or you're on your own. This has triggered a massive rearmament wave, and K-Defense is filling the gap. And shipbuilding? Trump wants to crush the Chinese maritime industry and is calling Korea for help. Don't buy Chinese, build and repair in Korea. This is a once-in-a-generation pivot for our shipyards. We aren't just seeing higher prices. We are witnessing the total dismantling and reassembly of the global supply chain. By the second half of 2026, Trump's goal will be clear. Bring every factory to American soil. The effective tariff rate in the U.S. is projected to hit 14.8%, the highest since the 1930s. Trump is building a fortress America. In the July 2026 USMCA review, he will likely demand that 90% of a car's value be created within the U.S. If you just assemble in Mexico, you're out. The gold rush of 2026 isn't in moving goods, it's in moving factories. How do we play this? First, look for local production powerhouses. Don't just look at who exports to the U.S. Look at who is already inside the wall. Second, follow Trump's insecurities. He fears a weak Navy and an energy shortage. This is why HD Hyundai and Hanwha Aerospace are thriving. They provide exactly what Trump's ego and American security demand. Finally, embrace the volatility. To a casual investor, a Trump tweet is a nightmare. To a hunter, it's a clearance sale on blue chip stocks. Don't fear the noise. Follow the structural shift. While Trump sets fires everywhere, he is also acting as a fireman for 2 specific sectors, energy and national security. In 2026, the Naval Readiness Act is the one to watch. For the first time, the US might allow foreign shipyards to build and repair US warships on a massive scale. Why? Because Trump cannot stand China's naval superiority. Hanwha Ocean and Hyundai Heavy Industries aren't just companies anymore. They are strategic assets for the US Navy. Meanwhile, the AI power hunger is real. Trump's push for nuclear energy and SMRs means that companies providing the grid for America's AI future are the ultimate safe havens. This is where the smart money is flowing while the rest of the world panics over tariffs. 2026 is a year of trade cruelty. Mexico's back door is closing. Europe's pride is breaking. But don't look at the fire. Look at what's being built in the ashes. Trump wants American manufacturing, dominant energy, and an invincible military. If you own the companies that give him those things, US-based chips, power infrastructure, and K shipbuilding and defense, you're not just surviving, you're winning the hunt. So what are you hunting today? Will you run from the tariff bomb, or will you stand where the new wealth is being created? If this insight helped you navigate the 2026 storm, hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on which sector you think Trump will target next. I'll be reading and replying. Until next time, stay sharp and let's all get rich together.